Hello, everybody. So I wanted to talk to you. I like the way this card turned out, and I love this die, but I'm not quite happy. It's just not all even, and it's pretty tight in here. And I thought, I'm going to try using the die. And then this system is a creative memory circle cutting system. And I am going to try using this to cut it all out. And so we're going to see how that goes. But first I need to run the die through. And I have it right here. I haven't cleaned it out, because what would a Lori video be if everything was prepared, right? This is the cutting mats that Creative Memories has for it. And I have 2 of them, because I usually line 2 up, and that's kind of my work surface when I'm at the crops. But I just thought, why not show y'all? I was going to just redo it and not show you. But I thought, well, let me show them. Now I could look forever and look for the right size die and all of that and punch it, die cut it. But I'll show you how this system works. It's pretty easy. And it's simple, and figuring out what size you need is simple, and it's not giving me no fancy edges and all of that, which I don't really want anyway. So I'm gonna get a silver. And if you remember, there were 2 different silvers. So I want the actual real silver, not the bluish silver. There's the silver paper. Now, I haven't tried this system on any of these thicker papers like this. I've always just used it on kind of the Creative Memories papers. Wow, that's 2. I don't need 2 thick. I only need 1. I only need 1 cut out. All right, turn this on. I want to kind of make sure it cut. It looks like there might be a few spots here, so I'm gonna back and just run it through one more time. Maybe like in another spot in the machine. Or I could put the metal plate in. And just for good measure, I'm not even checking right now. No, maybe because I just moved that. So I am going to check and look. It's coming out really nicely, looks like. Leaving behind all the bits and pieces in there. That's all right. At least it came out nice and neat. So now what I want to do, so here's my die cut, and it cut really nice. I so wanted this Clockworks, and the fact that my card isn't turning out like I want has just really been bothering me. So I have like this big circle, and you know, that's obviously too big, right? They all come with these little mat things, patterns, so you can kind of choose the size that you want. And they're clear, so you can hold it over and look and see. So this is not going to work. So here we go. Right? So I want the smaller ring. And I come in here and I grab that smaller ring. And it fits there. And then I want, wait. I thought I wanted the red, but now that red. Is looking pretty much too close. It might work if I got it just perfect. Or I could be a little bit more careful and do the green. So let's do that. That's going to give me just a little bit more room. So I'm going to grab the green. And this just squeezes out and flips over. And there's a blade. And you just put it back in there. And then these little legs here, I'm going to try to center that. So these little legs go in this groove right here. And you have to turn it now. So you just come around and turn. Now obviously I didn't get it right. I didn't get it even. But maybe I did get it pretty even. So that was how I got that one. But now what I need is for a frame around it. So the frame around it, I think I'm going to come in with the red and then the blue. So it looks like I'm done with the green, so I'm just going to squeeze these to pull it out better. Flip it back over, and that's going to protect the blade or any children's fingers or your fingers, whatever. Okay, now I want to get I'm thinking, do I want to actually, I don't think I want to actually cut out a frame, maybe later. I just had the card and let's see where I put it to see, because I wanted to do almost the same thing, and now I can't see where I put the card. Oh, there it is. Okay, so I like the gold back behind it. I'm going to keep that. what I might do is a black frame around. So I do want to do that. I want to keep the gold back behind and do a black frame around it. So in the black, I just want a frame. And I have some paper right here, some black paper. So I said I wanted the red, and then I'm just going to center this right in the paper so then I can cut away how I want it. So I'm going to flip this back over. And these are obviously spaced differently so that you can get the different size cuts. So this is going to go, those two little legs are going to go in there. And there it is. So now we can see how that'll fit in there. Much better looking, right? Oh, maybe I do want to keep it black. All the way around, I think. I got a little rough piece right there, but that's where I think I lifted off right there. It's not uncircular, it's just a bad spot. But if I turn it around, there we go. That's better. Okay, so I'm going to do it that way. But now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do it on a 5x7. So I've got paper here. Okay, I'm going to flip this back over. And put that back in the bag so don't lose it. Put that back in there so I don't lose it. And I'm going to make my card blank. Am I confusing you yet? If I'm not, I'm surprised because I confuse myself sometimes. So I am just going to go to the 5 mark. I just want to give that die more room. I want to do that die justice. I love that die and I want to do it justice. And I just felt like it wasn't really doing that at this point. Okay, so I scored. I am going to line these up. There we go, that looks good to me. Okay, I'm gonna bone folder it. Okay, and I'm gonna cut this at 5. So I'm going to the 5 mark. And and the 7. Okay. So now I have my 5x7 card length. Shall we make sure? 5x7. Perfect. So I need gold for my next layer. Let me grab some gold here. I'll put all that card back and I still need the gold. Okay. So I'm going to do it a little bit smaller than the 5 of 7. Okay. So this will go on here like this. You're basically just seeing me remake, right? And then this will go on here. And now it's figuring out how much I want to go around, because the circle is 3 3/4. So I think I'm going to go an inch on each side of the circle. Let me go this way first. This way I should do 1.5 inches or 2 inches. 5.5 inches. So I want to find the 1.5 inch line. 1.5 inches is this one right here. I don't think I'm doing it right. That's 3. And what did I say this was? 3 1/4. Oh. Let me see, here to here. I should have paid more attention. Okay, wait. No, I don't remember which one I used. The green. So 4 1/4 is what it should be. Because the red is 4. The green should be 4 1/4. Let me see if that looks right to me. No. It actually looks like it's 4 inches. So what is this one? 4 1/4. So this is 4 inches. And I need it to be 6 3/4. 6/8. 3 3/8. I don't know if this goes that much. 3. Okay, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. I am figuring this out wrong. I know it. You know what? I think I'm going to do it at the 4. That looks pretty close. That's going to be too big. So let's do it at like the 3 mark. I hope that's close. I should have had my paper cut before. I don't know what I was thinking. And I think I'll do... the same here, but even though I know this is way too big. That is not no 7 inches, okay? This is 7 inches. So it should have been 1.5, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it should have been at the 1.5 right here. So I'm gonna cut it 1, 2, 3. Just this much. I don't need it to be perfectly centered, right? So just to show where I'm at. How many inches is that? About 1.5 off. Okay, so 1.5 off. Another 1.5 here. You know, there's always a way. This paper trimmer does not like this black paper. I've said that before. I know I have. Okay, so I still need to trim it down some. But now the question is, which side? This side. That's right on the money. So now I need to take a little bit more off. Because what size do I want this? So 7. And I need a little bit of 6 3/4. That's the one we'll stick with. 6 3/4. And that gives us just that little bit of edge. So I need this to be 4 3/4, which is going to be a little bit rough. So let me start it bigger. I need to go all the way down to here. So didn't realize that this was so big. See, that's really cut a lot off of there. It's going to be all one-sided looking. Oh. Look at that, it messed it up. All of that work. I gotta do something about this trimmer. Okay, do I need a whole nother piece of black paper? It looks like. Okay. I'm gonna cut it out 6 3/4 by 4 3/4. 4 3/4. Should have just started it over from the beginning. By 6 3/4. That sure doesn't look like it might be a little low. What did I do? I did 5 3/4. Can you believe this? 3 3/4. No, 4 3/4. I'm going to do it again, aren't I? I'm going to cut it the wrong size. 4 3/4. Oh, my brain does not want to work today. By 6 3/4. Four 3/4 by 6 3/4. So this would go on here. So now what I need to do is place the other 2 ones. So I used the red and the blue, and I used the red. Okay. So I'm just gonna kind of see, this is gonna be way easier. Okay. And then we just move it. We apply a little bit of pressure. Not bad, just, you know, enough. You want to make sure that blade's in there cutting that paper. And there we go. Much cleaner this time, too. All right, so this will go here. And then this will go here. This will go here. Much neater and cleaner looking. Right? Now, I thought about this is the sentiment I have on here. sometimes the little things just irritate us and we can't take it and we just have to redo it. Well, I was hoping that would fit in there, but it's not. So I might do this, and then let me put these away. Trying to get this back in the bag. Not always the easiest thing in the world. Sometimes. Okay, and it says you're not getting older, you're increasing in value. And I was thinking of using a strip of silver across and that on top of it. So the strip will of course need to be, I don't know yet, how big I want it to be. I might just use this piece. Let's just say this piece is meant to be, that is meant to be the right size. What size is it? It is an inch. And I can see it's not completely lined up. There we go. That should do it. Okay. And 4 3/4. Okay. So I'm going to say that this strip is still too big. And I'm going to cut it down again. A little bit thinner. I'm going to say 3/4 of an inch. Should probably do it. Okay. And I think that's good. So now let's get this all glued down. First, I'm going to glue this to this. And I want to be looking through when I put it on to make sure it's lined up the way I want it. I want the clock on the top. Yeah, that way. Now that looks so much better than that, right? I think so anyways. Okay, so now I'm gonna glue this to this. You know, I just couldn't see accepting that card when I really like this die so much. Okay, maybe that looks like that when I did dried. Okay, so now I need to line this up. This is the hardest part for me. So I'm getting this lined up. And of course, the day I say that, oh no, I better not say anything or it'll change its mind. Okay. Now I'm going to put this on here. Do I want it right in the middle, to the side? Okay, I'm going to put it to the side. I have another idea. I hope I'm not messing this up. So you can see I just peeled that off the other one. And it came, took some of the paper, but it came right off. So I'm going to put this on here. Uh-oh. Getting glue. Making a glue mess. What I'm thinking about doing is taking one of these little cogs, and I don't know if that'll come off. I was kind of hoping it would, but it may not. Okay, so I'm just gonna run a little cog through. And maybe stick it over here. But what I did was I left a mess in the die. So I have to get that out of there. And I think I'm gonna take, was saying about taking that one. What did I do with that sheet of silver? There it is. Let's see what happens. There's still some papers in there, so I don't even know if it's going to cut right, but I'm just, oh, you can't just. Okay. Let's see if it works or not. I don't know. Now I'm going to try to very carefully cut this out. It might not work. I was kind of just wanting to go like straight here so that it didn't really matter too much. And then I thought maybe with this cog I could just cut it round. No, I can't. See if I can trim it up halfway decent. So, now, did I lose all my other pieces? That's the question. Okay, wait. Ah, it got all yucky. See, something on the bottom of that plate. It stuck to it, and now it's very yucky. Let's see if it's even something. Yeah, maybe we could even bring this down and bring that kind of up. But I gotta get that glue yuck off of there. Do you see what I'm using, Dieta? You're always telling me, use your eraser. So now I'm thinking there in the little cog can go up just a little bit. I'm liking that. Okay. This black paper is very messy. You hear my babies in there talking. Babies. They have been doing a lot of talking lately. And I'm thinking that the birds outside, because yesterday I was in the living room and I heard all this noise outside. And I went out there and it was birds in the tree going nuts out there. And so I'm wondering if that's what's getting them, are the birds. Now, isn't that 100% better? Yep, I think so. And the sentiment or the stamp on there is a crafter's companion. You're not getting older, you're increasing in value. Which I thought was very cute to go with this die. And now, how much better is that? Of course, that paper got a little thrashed. There we go. Much nicer, right? I think. Much better more put together looking. Definitely better. All right, everybody, if you like my video, please hit the like and subscribe button. Thank you for joining me, and I hope you join me again. Bye-bye now.